Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Dan Does Tech Stuff. So today I will be taking a look at the GameStop Raptor 8 mobile gaming controller. Now, when I was doing my initial impressions and actual hands-on with this unit, I was a little skeptical if it was going to work as expected. For me, I've always been kind of turned off with mobile gaming because a lot of the times, thinking that your phone can be a gaming device, isn't something that I really put much thought into. But when you pair this and this together, it's a game changer. So today's video actually was inspired by one of my subscribers. I think it's NMM Modder. So NM Modder, he had a suggestion, why don't I try to test this out on other devices? And so that's what I'm going to try today. First, let's go ahead and show you guys once again. This is, again, I'm not sponsored by GameStop. I bought it for $78.99 over the weekend and just wanted to kind of tip my toes into what kind of controllers are out there. Now, I ended up going with this one. I was debating between getting something like this versus like the PlayStation version, the backbone version, which was $99. They have two versions. They have a lightning version. They have also a USB-C version. So again, this was more of a controller that looked more ergonomic to my hands, and it performed to my expectations and more. Only thing that could be better if maybe they added like vibration to it, but then it would definitely increase the cost. So just to show you, so unfortunately my case for my iPhone is a little bit too thick to put on here. So that is the only unfortunate thing you have to do is to go caseless to use this device, which I'm always a little skittish on, like removing my phone out of my case. But just to show you what it looks like, it works just fine. I'm not trying to do that. Okay, so let's put that to the side. I'm gonna find my PlayStation to remote into, and turn that around, zoom this in. All right, there you go. Perfect. And there it is. Remote play on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. So I think this is like a 6.8 screen. A little loud there. All right. So you can tell it works just fine. I like it a lot. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. You can kind of see what that looks like comfort-wise. So really nice to work with. So this is on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'd imagine on the 16, the iPhone 15 is going to work just as well. Okay. Now I wanted to test this out on an Android phone. So let's test that out on an Android phone. I actually have an Android phone here. It's called this is the Google Pixel 7 Pro. Okay, so I've had this just to kind of dip my toes into the Android universe too. Even after using the Android OS, I still prefer the iPhone. It's just more of a preference of anything. So I'm gonna get out of here, press the button, the three dots, press that cogwheel, and I'm gonna disconnect there. Boom. Okay, so that's the iPhone that's disconnecting. Good. Now what's cool about the Pixel 7, I have a really thin case on it, so I'm gonna see if this is gonna work without taking off the case. And let's see here. It's giving me a little push back here, so that may not work. Oh, actually, I guess it depends on what angle you go at. Okay, so it is connected. Okay, so I do have the case on here, and this screen length is just a little bit longer. It could be like 16.9, a little bit longer than the iPhone. And we will try to connect to the PlayStation. Okay, and there we go. Just like magic. Perfect. It works. And awesome. Okay. So again, this is just remote play from my PlayStation 5. So it doesn't take too much power to do it, but you can see that the experience on this and this is very similar. The controller feels great. It is an Xbox oriented type controller because of the analog sticks being offset, but I actually prefer this style, mainly for first person shooters. But let's give Tekken a go. Let's see if it plays how it plays. Okay, so I always try to test out my games using Tekken 8. That's like my go-to game. Okay, so I'll put the iPhone away. Alright, so far so good. And again, your remote play will depend on the speed of your your router, and if you have depending on how many walls and where you are in that space. So that's the thing about remote play. It can vary based on where you're at, but for the most part, I've been having a pretty good time, especially using this yesterday on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Okay. And it feels native. It just feels good. And I forgot to mention that the weight of this, I don't have a scale on me, but the weight of this is really nice. So it's got enough like weight to it where it doesn't feel cheap, but the controllers, the way it's designed, makes this product feel very premium. Alright, let's give this a go. Come on, Leo. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you're gonna fight back or no? No? There you go. And there you go. It feels so good. The D-pad, probably the best, one of the best ones I've played. I've used. And this is on like a mobile controller. So I take it all back as far as like being able to use like a controller. All right. Okay. So that's all right. So we'll get through this guy. Okay. Good. Let's disconnect this. Go to home. I'm gonna disconnect this with the cogwheel. Disconnect. So on the Google Pixel Pro, works amazing. Okay, so any kind of Google phone again, or not Google phone, but Android phone that uses the USB-C connector, you should be fine. All right, and lastly, here's a funny thing, but look at this. How about using this iPad, right? Let me get this going. PS Remote Play. Zoom that out a little bit. Now you're thinking, okay, that looks pretty crazy. How would I get this to fit? So you can see that is not going to fit at all, right? So here's the workaround. All right, so here's the workaround. I got you. So you'll need, since this is USB-C, I was going through my bin of cords and cables. This is a USB-C extender. So this is a USB-C female, and this is a 90-degree connector. Now, I got a short one. This probably looks like it's 6 inches. This is about maybe 12, double that. So you can use either of these. And now, how do you do that? That won't fit there. So what I recommend is getting like a dock like this for your iPad. Okay, so that way it opens up. You can see, and then you can mount your iPad on top of that, which is cool. So let's put the iPad there, just like that. And what's cool about this controller, you will connect the USB-C female to this connector there. Boom, make sure it's a snug fit. And then you're gonna feed that, maybe feed it under into the USB-C on the iPad, okay? And this is the iPad Pro. This is 12.9-inch screen. So we can kind of see, this is the iPhone. This is the Google Pixel 7. Look at that real estate there. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect into it, and we'll see how we're doing. Oh, that's great. Oh, nice. Okay, get rid of that. And moment of truth. Uh-oh. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Okay, so I will connect it to here, over to there, and there you go. Okay, so if it's not a snug fit, you may not get any response, so lesson learned. All right, so it's working. Let's see if we can continue where we left off on Tekken. Press the controller and fight your next opponent. Let's give this a go. So this is your workaround to use. Look at that screen size. It's crazy. All right, let's speed up on Law real quick. Okay, perfect. Ah, darn. Ooh, Law is teaching me quite a lesson. Let's see. Oh, yep, giant swing, perfect. Oh, that's great. We'll do the baseball slide into a spring kick. Maybe we'll do our heat. All right, he's just about done. Ah, yeah, heat smash. Wow, this controller is very good for fighting games. Great. All right, let's give him the Frankensteiner here. All right, up, down, up, no. Okay, nice. People's elbow, no. And that should do it. Baseball slide. Oh, great. We'll do heat. He's done. Alright, so there you have it. That's your workaround. Okay, so let's go back to the home screen. Press that button. Boom. Go back to home. So if you're curious, does it work? It works for the this is such a great controller. This is the Raptor 8 for $78.99. Works on the iPhone, works on Google Android, works on iPad using this cable here. Okay. All right. So if you found value in this video today, please go ahead and hit that like button. Really help the channel out, so that way folks can be exposed to content like this. Also keeps me motivated to keep looking at other ways to make gaming fun for you all. Yeah, and if it's your first time coming to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. And yeah, turn on those notification bells so you know when my next videos are coming out. Alright, well, I appreciate you watching. With that said, take care of yourself and each other, and we will catch you on the next video. Bye for now.